Probably one of the main things that bothers me about this YouTube university and online learning is that everything is so radically edited that you don't realize how long everything takes. You're probably scanning for the shortest video on how to make sourdough bread, like, oh, there's one for 6 minutes. It's just so incredibly unrealistic, and I'm concerned you will be disheartened when you begin to tackle the skill sets, especially the really monotonous skill sets. Like what I was just doing here, is that sometimes when people buck trees, when they're cutting it up with a chainsaw, there's a lot of funny angles, like within the crotch of the tree, that they kind of go like this. And if you don't cut it properly, you're gonna have like this just kind of deranged looking, gnarled piece of firewood that won't fit into your wood stove no matter what angle you try to put it in. So I try to salvage as much of those funny little pieces of wood as I can, because firewood now is like $400 or $500 a cord, which is unbelievable. And if you need like 3 or 4 cords, that's a lot of money. And the reason I do this is to save money. Anyway, I just wanted you to watch me here, not even for the skill set, but just to see the monotony of it. There's things I have to do for like hours and hours and hours on end, or I have to break them up over multiple days because everything takes so long. So, I mean, I realize this is the only venue that I have to teach these things, but I was raised on television, and it's the least helpful as far as you think that you've seen something and you know how to do it, and then you go to try to do it, and then you realize how hard it is. Everything is easier when you're sitting on the couch watching someone do something from a distance, when you don't have to hear the noise of the machine, you don't have to see the sharpness of the blade, you don't have to feel the heat of the day or the cold. Yeah, you just don't have a clue what's going on. And so I just am wanting to give you these little disclaimers, like you need to be prepared for how incredibly hard something is going to be. Like you're going to want to give up the moment you pick up like the first big heavy tool. Like, this is too heavy, I can't do it. This is too scary, this is too sharp, this is but what I don't want you to do is grow up and be delusional, thinking just because you watch something that you know how to do it. So I really want you to get out around real things, because I see that our country is it's full of people that are kind of know-it-alls when they don't know anything about the reality of it, whether it's something political or whatever they watch on TV. They think they own it, and they just don't. Real life. I mean, that's why I'm here, because I want you to learn to get into reality. That's probably my main focus, because your mind, again, I say this over and over again, but it has been completely molested by lies and delusions, and it will fill your mind with beliefs about yourself and the world that just aren't true. So, all right, so I hope this is the last video you watch for the day, and you get out in the real world and begin to sit with things and do things. When I say sit with it, I don't mean sit around. I mean go and engage in something and commit to it and really try to figure it out. And start with simple tasks. I mean, a lot of the stuff I do is much more advanced, but I started with all the little stuff myself. So I really do want you to get sane, because most Americans aren't. I want you to get smart, because most Americans aren't. And I want you to get skilled, because most Americans are not. All right, I care for you, and I'm rooting for you. So have a good day. I'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.